Hello, Spiritual Collective. Let's get started, okay? Alright. Spirit guides, guardians, angels, demons, spirits above, below, in between. What message must we hear on this night to inform us in the days to come? So shall it be. Amen. A lot just flew out everywhere. A lot of them are hidden. You know, they're not face up. But anyways, famous is direct. I know these are just written, but I just want to show you. It says famous. Okay, famous. Maybe there's some fame here going on. What landed in my lap? Dream work and crystals and stones. So crystals and stones and dream work are very important for you right now to work within your spiritual system. If this does not resonate, this channel is very much into spirituality. I work with deities. I work with crystals. You know, you'll know if this resonates, okay? If you're here and this resonates, you need to work with dream work. Crystals and stones will be very helpful to help you guide your dream work. In the closet at my feet. Everything other than famous is kind of indirect, maybe a little hidden, maybe, but just not direct. But famous was direct, so you could be experience some sort of fame, or that's not always a good thing. Maybe you're popular. In the closet, though, in the closet. So there is something you're keeping secret. It may be because you have to. You probably don't want to, but you feel you need to. You may also be pretty direct. You may be pretty loud and proud most of the time, but in certain situations you're in the closet, or you may be in the closet altogether, depending on what it is. Could be your spirituality, could be any other significant thing that you have to keep a secret because other people would not understand, okay? Probably has to do with your spirituality, but does not have to be, okay? People are very divisive about many things, okay? Oh, there is one other card that landed. Message up. Of the ocean. So magic concerning the ocean. Work with water spirits. Visit the ocean. Do some ocean sea witch type stuff. May be very helpful for you. Visiting the ocean. The water, the depths. You could be also visiting the ocean in your dreams. Cauldron. Also at my feet, not as close as in the closet, along with alien. Okay. I'm getting that. You could work with cauldron magic. You could work with herbalism. You could work with potions. You could work with mixing. You could work with making your own medicines, herbal concoctions, potions, but like things like that, okay? But I'm also getting that you mix a lot of things together. Also, not just actual physical herbs and materials, that you also mix things spiritually in your cauldron as well. An alien. I'm getting that you feel like an alien. And that's why you're in the closet. You're in the closet about... There's something that makes you feel different from other people. Even if you're in a place where you think more people would accept you, that's not always the case, okay? I'm in a place that's pretty open, but I still don't feel like I'm accepted, okay? So there is that. And I don't have to be accepted. I mean, I grew up not being accepted, so I'm pretty used to it. I think when you get older, you just kind of lose the need to belong or have a family of that kind of nature, okay? I'm not saying that's for everyone, but you definitely have something that you're keeping hidden because you feel that it is outcasting you in a way. And this fame could be good or bad or both, okay? Popular in a way. It could also be popularity. We're going to get more into this so we get more clarity on it. Let me see if anything else. Oh, another thing, like I said, let me just double check to make sure that no other angelic divine, working with the angelic divine, you could also be a part of really kin to the angelic divine, okay? So you can really tap into that magic. You could definitely have some angelic guidance, spirit guides, support surrounding you, okay? Protecting you. Excuse me. Confirmation burps. That's what I hear people call them, so I guess we'll roll with that. Happens a lot when I read. So, anyways, okay. This reading is very geared towards your practice and the way others perceive you. The way you feel others perceive you in your practice. That's what I'm getting from all of this. Okay? Interesting. Okay. We have a practice read. I actually really like reads that have to do with our spirituality, because we're so used to the deceitful stuff, and we got haters and all that, and I'm just like, you know, we know. I mean, those are very useful reads, but I do like a more positive. I mean, again, there is some feeling of, oh, congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations in order. You've been doing a really good job despite what other people may have you feel like or what society makes you feel like. There's definitely a lot of acknowledgement of the success on the other side. Okay. Dang it. Really? So I was just talking, deceit came out. Dang it. Ugh. I was just saying, the second card out, right after congratulations. Success was upright. Deceit came after. This deceit really wants to come after your success. Get it? Come after your success. It literally came after your success. Interesting. But tough. And there's a lot of movement with this deceit card, so there's a lot of moving parts here, but they're not successful. You are divinely guided, yes. Okay, belonging comes in upside down on top of success. You don't feel like you belong. We know this. We know you don't feel like you belong. Okay, you're in the closet. You feel alien. It's okay. It is okay. You don't have to belong. You don't have to have a million friends. I know I don't. And even the people and acquaintances and friends that I do have, you know, I don't have anyone really, really close besides my partner. And I keep it that way because I find that a lot of people carry this energy with them. And if you've been smear campaigned, you already know. You already know. You already know how that works. What card do you think I just pulled? For you returning subscribers that have come, what card do you think I pulled in this deck? Lust. Lust. The lust card comes out. Okay. Can we just talk about our practice? So we have some lustful energy around here. Deceitful, lustful energy in a place where you don't belong. That sounds like work to me. It's what it sounds like to me. And it could be another environment for you. I'm just saying where this manifests for me. A lot of guys, or, you know, maybe the other. It doesn't have to flow that way. It can flow anyway. But, I'm an older woman too, so I don't quite understand it, but I still get guys acting butthurt around me, or getting upset, or seemingly looking upset when I'm talking to other people, even guys, even though I'm not like that with them. I'm just talking. Anyways, it's a weird energy. Oh my god, complicated. I said it's a weird energy, complicated upside down. It's very complicated. It's so complicated that it's toxic. And that came after lust. Yeah, it's a complicated mix, especially if you have a lot of people in an environment. And everyone is like, I'm not trying to be judgy. I'm sure, like, it's always been that people, you know, have affairs and get with each other. And it's always been like that. But now, so more than ever, see, especially with people feeling entitled to your social media, it feels like it's just expected these days. Like, why you dare, like... You should be getting with everyone. That's what it feels like. I'm just saying. And like, again, I'm an older woman. It's weird for me because I'm like, like, some of these, like, I could be your mother, okay? Fulfillment. Upside down. Like, on top of, okay, on belonging. Interesting. Upside down belonging. And it fell straight down on belonging. Upside down. So there's, again, when it fell upside down. Okay, there's some kind of lack of fulfillment, or feeling like you can't reach fulfillment because you don't feel like you belong. It's okay. Enjoy your own presence. I'm hoping that a lot of you have learned how to enjoy your own presence. I know I have over the years. I'm feeling like this especially is energy of a younger person. I know it was hard for me to do when I was younger. But now I'm more like, I can find fulfillment with me alone and my spiritual, what I do. I have enough hobbies, I have enough interests, I have enough things that fulfill me, right? I mean, gee, I'd just be like the happiest thing if I didn't have my job and, like, you know, anyways. I mean, money and all. But other than that, like, fulfillment central. Like, I can find fulfillment in the little things. And I think you need to, too. I feel like this in the closet feeling of, like, you don't belong is affecting how you feel fulfilled. Also, there is this deceitful energy that's trying to get you to feel that way as well, which is not helping, you know, but try to find conclusion. Upside down. Something needs to end. It's not ending. Something needs to end. Some toxic thing needs to end. In order for a new thing to begin. Playful. Movement to the playful. So be playful. You might not be being playful because you have a lot of things to do, but guess what? You need to be playful. Okay? Being called. One more card from this deck. And then it pops out. Reminder. It is something you need to remember to do. There's also a reminder to be playful, because it came after playful. Don't forget to do the things that fulfill you, that bring you joy. And try not to forget the important things in your life. What are important to you? What makes things go round in your life? That's what's important, okay? Because it's a deceit card. I'm just like, okay, we'll pull a little bit more from the Evil Haters deck. The Evil Eye Haters deck. Haters Exposed. But, and then we'll get into other things. Oh, whoa! A whole should I take these? How many are there? There's a lot of people involved. Lavender sage. Use lavender sage together as a combo burning. So it's going to be very relaxing and cleansing and clearing. That can really help you. You cut them off and they're still watching. So these are people you cut off, you have nothing to do with. You know, you're not dealing with them, but still they're watching. Could be an environment like a work environment or an environment that you can't escape, right? Causing you to miss out and lose an opportunity. Yeah, they want you to miss out an opportunity. The success. Remember, the deceit came after the success. They want you to not be successful. But you are going to be. They are turning others against you. Yeah, that's why there's this large group. Smear campaign. Rumors, gossip. Oh, did you know? And there's really bad stuff. Like, shocking stuff, bad stuff, embarrassing stuff. Like, usually, like, when people really want to smear you, they go for, like, really bad things or things that are considered societal, but societally bad at the time. Morally bad at the time. It's very dramatic. Very dramatic. Some of these stories are like off the hinges. Like, people actually believe that because your character doesn't match with these stories. Yeah, I know. Posting things directed towards you instead of coming to you directly. Yeah, they're posting things directed at you, or they're saying other things directed at you, or, you know, the passive aggressive things instead of coming to you, or talking to others about you, about certain things, but not coming to you. Like, me, I'm like, okay, I'm of age, you know, I've been here for a while. Talk to me directly. I can't stand people who can't just say it to me. And I guess a lot of people find that uncomfortable because people are so used to talking to other people, not saying it to other people's faces. But I'm like, I'd rather you just say what you need to say and then we can talk about it. You know, like, we have this, the communication board at work, and, like, everybody else gets away with, like, slacking off or not really doing everything. And, like, they friggin', on the busiest day of the week, give me things that I can't possibly get done on that day. And then on a slow day, they give me something reasonable, which I don't understand. But they overstack my work on, like, the busiest days, on holidays where we have double the customers because other stores are closed. And then like, if something doesn't get 100% done because I couldn't get to it, but I do touch everything, then they don't get upset about that because I get good rates on my job dialogues. But at the same time, it's like little passive-aggressive comments on the list, like, oh, be sure to do this, and, like, underline it, like, because I didn't get to it 100% the last time because it was so busy, and only having 2 people close a grocery store in one department that has most of this. Don't get me started. We'll do some on the job. But I'm just saying, like, that's an example, okay? It doesn't have to be online, but it could be online, but it could also be posted in different areas. Like, come to me directly, don't be a bitch. And these are older people, like older people and people in power. And one of these people I trained, god dang, the disrespect, but it all comes back. Trust me, it all comes back. Isn't that exciting? Beware of anyone from the past wanting to come and back and enter your life, okay? Again, we had a card that said, you cut them off, but they're still watching, and beware of anyone who wants to come back into your life. Me, I'm pretty, like, when I'm done, I'm done. Really, the only way they could ever come back is, like, maybe friggin' through, the job. Other than that, I'm like, I don't. Past relationships, I don't even talk to them anymore. I'm in a relationship. I just don't. That's just me, though. That's just me. You might be different, but you need to watch out for people trying to come back. Oh my god, this is so complicated. You think you're pulling one card and you're pulling 3. There's a lot of people involved. When I say a lot of people, it's a populated area where this is going on. They'll claim, I did it first, knowing damn well they got inspired by you. So they're watching you, they're copying you, and then saying that they came up with it first, even though you've been doing it forever. I mean, this can happen with style, this can happen with ideas, this can happen with the way you do things. It's dumb shit, right? Recharge your energy, distance yourself, take a break, vacation, pamper, indulgence, do things that make you happy. You have to do things that make you happy on your off time. Even if that means, okay, even if that means not getting to 100% of something else, okay? You need to gauge things. You need to get things done, but at the same time, you need to make time for yourself. And things get done around the house, they'll get done, okay? But you do need to take time for yourself, especially on the time where you're not in this environment, okay? Like, let's just say it's at work. Could be anywhere. The time you're off, try to do the most with what you got, okay? Trickster spirit, sudden loss of memory, things end up missing. Okay, I know what this, yeah. Trickster spirit. And in this way, it's talking about like when things come up missing, or you're being misdirected. Your attention is being turned towards something else, and you could be putting yourself in harm's way, or something dangerous, or you could have like walked into something, or there's something there that's getting you off track, distracting you, not having you be in yourself, how you would usually react and how you usually conduct yourself, okay? Think about that. Try to be careful. Be more alert and protect yourself. Protection is key here. It's talking about burning stuff, but there's other things you can do. We've had a million of these readings. You can go ahead and check the ones that talk about deceit and things like that, and haters, and how to protect yourself. And I will do another video on that anyways. Oh my gosh, okay. 4. Okay, a lot going on. Again, it's complicated, okay? Rooted rage. You're unhealed or feeling angry. What if your rage is here to restore your boundaries, not destroy your peace? That's right, okay? So this is talking about if you are feeling rage because of the situation, which you would really be, because this is so many things coming at you, and so like disrespectful and just like harmful and deceitful, that you would have reason to feel rage, that this is for you. This is feeding into your power to really get into the healthy part of rage and being able to express that. I did a recent video about that. You need to restore your boundaries. It helps you restore your boundaries. It helps you move forward. You can, like, once you hit that power mode, like, oh, really? You want to see me fail? Well, I'm going to succeed, and you're going to feel like a friggin' piece of dirt, okay? That's how you gotta be. But this is the rage that's gonna help that, okay? I'm gonna get you into that space. And that's very productive for you. Trailblazer. That's why you got people copying your ass, because you're a trailblazer. When you walk into the unknown, you teach others what's possible. Will you be brave enough to be the first? Will you be brave enough to be the first to chart your own course? You are. You are. You really are. But yeah, this is going to attract people who want to mimic you, copy you, say it's theirs. Like the losers, okay? Bottom feeding scumbags. Yeah, I'm going to say it because I don't care. Like, they're obviously lesser than you if they're engaging in this activity. If you don't want to be considered less than someone, don't engage in this kind of activity. Down here, this is bad, evil, bottom feeder, loser energy. Okay, don't resonate in that area. You don't. You're a trailblazer. Be courageous. Toxic positivity. Okay, and I'm thinking about the rage card we just pulled, which is kind of like the opposite of toxic positivity, okay? Positivity becomes poison when it silences your truth. If you're only allowed to feel good vibes, how will the rest of you ever feel seen? Again, this is amplifying that rooted rage and how that's helping you. You're not going to feel positive and love and light all the time. Sometimes you feel angry, sometimes you feel mad, sometimes you feel rage. You need to turn that into power. Don't act stupidly on these feelings, but you definitely need to find power in them, strengthen your boundaries, and move forward. And you're not going to always get there with positivity, love, and light. It may lead to a positive outcome. It may lead to a certain type of positive movement, definitely. A lot of growth. But denying your feelings, acting like you never get angry. Yeah. No, we definitely don't do that here. Unapologetic. What did I just say? Unapologetic. Stop apologizing for your power. Yeah, don't do that. You don't have to apologize for your power, and you don't have to explain yourself. I get so annoyed. Like, there's been times when, especially at this age, where, you know, people will be trying to, like, get me to, like, explain, like, myself, and, like, and I didn't even bring it up. Like, there'll be something that I do or I choose to do, and they want me to explain it, and I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Why do I need to explain it? Why do I need to explain myself? I don't. I didn't bring it up. I didn't force it on you, but you want me to, like, defend myself. Why I do, like, go away. Leave me alone. Mind your own business. Mind your own business should be the mantra of a lot of things, because people don't know how to do it. Anyway, stop apologizing for your power, your voice, your dreams, or your truth. All of that is yours. I don't explain that. I don't have to apologize for that. That's me. Go F off and do something else, right? If people are so bothered, that's what you tell them. And you might not tell them it like that, but your energy will tell them like that. Okay, go do your own thing. Leave me alone. You don't need permission to be exactly who you are. Yeah, you don't. Again, you don't need to explain yourself. You're trailblazing. You're walking towards what you're walking towards. Again, it's this whole alien in the closet, not feeling comfortable. People are talking about you anyway, because they don't really know you. And they don't need to know you. The people who don't need to know you, don't need to know you. If this is like an acquaintance type thing, like work or school or just a family, whatever it is, you know, whatever your situation is, you know, they don't need to know exactly who you are so they can manipulate you. Let's be honest. For the most part, not always. People want to get to know you. Why? Because some of them want to just get in your head, manipulate you, and then do this whole, like, toxic behavior. And that's the deceit part. Learning what your success is and trying to come after it. But they're not going to, because you are going to be successful, because you're letting your inner, you're being unapologetic. And you're moving forward, and that inner rage is really guiding you. But you don't have to be popular. You don't have to be liked, and you don't have to tell people anything. Because you don't have to belong. You don't have to tell anyone anything about what you're doing. That's the in the closet part. It could be your spirituality. It could be your creative endeavors. It could be certain beliefs on whatever it is that you're not going to share with others. And you don't have to. God, people are so entitled to know everything about people these days. It's like, slow your roll. Slow your roll. And work is a huge violator in this, I think. Like, yeah, oh, you all get to know each other. But then they'll, like, fucking, like, can people for stuff. And it's just like, oh, we're a big family here. You know, I'm just like, don't play. I'm an employee. You're an employee. Don't play. I mean, if you do have if you do have a friendship with some of these people, it's fine. But I'm saying, like, you don't have to. You don't have to explain why, because it's not an entitlement. Okay? Oh, these people. It's just so irritating. It's just like, come the hell on. Like, who do these people think they are? It's really disgusting. Like, I have no patience for that. This card slid out, the Tea Witch. Brewing magic. And I'm thinking of the cauldron card that we pulled initially. You're brewing something. You're brewing magic. You could brew teas, drinks, potions. That's part of what you do. Another one. Cosmic Witch. Astrology magic. Okay, astrology. Astrology is big in your practice. Or it's an interest of yours that can blossom into more and engage more into your magic with astrology. But either way, you have more of a cosmic outlook when it comes to magic. Okay? You're brewing up something, again, with this angelic, divine, and cosmic witch, too. I'm really getting that connection there. Gypsy witch, ooh, travel magic, among other things. Uh-huh. I'm also getting you may dance, you may perform as well. I'm getting that off that. So you could travel, but you could also as well, you're on the move. You're moving forward, definitely. You're moving forward with your magic, with your witchcraft. It's very much a mix of things. It's very much eclectic. I'm getting traditional witch, old ways magic, mixed with some old ways, right? Right? And with this, I'm always getting like Snow White, okay? I don't know why they chose this image for traditional witch or the old ways, but again, also too, this kind of that image and that story kind of also harkens back to the deceit part here. The apple, here's your apple, eat the apple, and then what happens? All because of jealousy. So there's some of that coming in here too. Bone witch, ancestral magic. Ancestral magic, but I'm also getting death magic here as well. And yeah, necromancy isn't all bad, obviously. If you look into it, if you hear, you probably already know. There's definitely something just really rooted in death and transformation, not being scared of the dark, the darkness of death, of transformation. It's something that you harness very well in your life. Again, being on the move and being so open-minded to outer energies, right? It's so eclectic. Brewing everything together and imbibing of it. Oh, this was really nice. Again, also this demon. Again, there is some misunderstandings here of who you are. Oh. Misunderstandings of who you are. Sea magic, siren magic. What? Siren magic, yes. Of the ocean, which we had as a upfront energy along with famous, right? Siren of the water, something very alluring and magical and magnetic, but very dark about you. It pulls you in. You pull yourself in. There's something very expansive about you, and something very deep about you. Very deep, inner, just dark, and then very expansive and light and like vast about you. This is wonderful. You're so multifaceted. Of course, you know, people should be multifaceted. You know, we're all human and going through this, but there's something, your magic is so, it's so much. I'm pull one more card, but yeah, of the ocean is very occult. Midwife, witch, soul retrieval magic, along with book witch, studious magic. That makes sense. If you want to be a good witch, a good occultist, you're probably going to have to read some stuff, right? You're going to have to study. Comes with the territory. However you do that, okay? However you study. It's more likely books, doesn't have to be, but probably is. Among other things, there's other resources out there as well. But you're very studious, you're very... I want to get a little more look into this image. This again, even though we had the deceit and the haters, this is very much a reading about who you are magically, where you get your power from, how you should practice. So think of all that and look at these various witch cards that are being pulled from this Witch of the Craft deck that Midwife, Witch, Soul Retrieval Magic, Soul Retrieval. Again, expansive, but also transformative in death. I'm getting this cosmic witch, this for a little bit, but it's very cosmic on a large scale. So you see how that kind of ties together. The cosmic, the ancestral, deep death magic, into midwife, witch, soul retrieval magic, but also retrieving your own soul. But I feel like you can help other souls, the deceased, passed over. And this happens sometimes. It's not something that I've experienced like a lot, but I have experienced it, and I've talked about it on a video. It wasn't a tense experience. Of course, it was within a dream, but it was one of those dreams that you know is more than a dream, and it's an experience that you're having. And the person that I was helping cross over did exist, and I had not heard of her before. And then when I learned of it 2 days later, I was like floored. I was like, what? What was that? And then I realized what that was. Yeah. Very powerful witch, okay? What was I saying? What was I saying? I was saying you're very eclectic. Very eclectic. You mix all these things, and you don't have to apologize. Don't apologize for being eclectic. And a lot of people feel like, don't do it. We're not apologizing and we're not explaining. You are eclectic, diverse magic. Okay? You're mixing everything together in this cauldron. Okay? Beautiful. Black witch as well. Bane magic. Okay? This is a twofold right here. This is twofold because this is what people have been doing to you, throwing your way. This is how, oh, it's threefold. People have been throwing shit your way this way, right? People see you as this, and you are this to some extent. Not the way that people think you are, but the way you have to be in order to act out that righteous rage and in your self-defense. You are... The universe has blessed your use of baneful magic because you do it in the correct way when it is deserved. Okay, you're an agent for karma, and you're sexy. I mean, and then there's a less card here. So, and this darkness is sexy. Okay, for you, this is working for you. And there is something about, like, notice with vampires and dark sorceresses when they're young, when they got the youth thing going on, they're always like seductive. Like, there's something about being seductive that's demonized, but you are seductive, and it's not always baneful, but it can be perceived that way. And again, that's part of people perceiving you in a negative way. But again, you don't have to explain yourself. You really don't. Whoa. Get a few more. How many more cards from this deck? One more card? Okay, one more card. That's too much. Crystal Witch. Oh my gosh. Okay, what did we pull earlier? Crystals and stones. Crystal Witch. Okay, crystals and stones. That's part of this practice for you. It's going to help you if you stare into the stone, if you feel the stone. And this can be subtle. Sometimes the stones are subtle, that you have to meditate, and sometimes they're strong as hell. I once held an amethyst, like clustered, like it was dark amethyst, and I felt like I went straight deep into it. Like I felt like, whoosh, like I was being pulled into it. The most intense stone experience I've had, that was pretty intense, but was with black tourmaline, sorry. Black tourmaline, and you know how that gets rid of electromagnetic energy smog, right? I didn't have any around. I opened it near my computer, and I am not kidding you. When I opened that box, the energy lifted. Like, it felt more clear. Like, it instantly felt clearer. I'm like, there's something to it. There is something to it. Like, I could actually feel like I was by the computer. It was like kind of heavy and pulling, because that's what the computer, at least the internet energy, kind of pulls you in. It's heavy. It kind of pulls you in. When I opened that box, lighter. It felt lighter. Literally. I'm not kidding. So stones do have powers. They do have, sometimes again, it's not going to feel as intense as you would like it. Sometimes it will. But subtle. You just need to meditate with your stones. You know, or stare into them and scry. It's really going to pull you in and going to move you out. Yeah, you're reaching to higher. You're reaching for something higher working with these earthly crystal mineral energies. There's something cosmic about these crystals, right? That's like a conduit. You're interacting with these spirits through this earthly method. Very beautiful. Oh my God, this reading, it has what witchcraft brings, okay? Again, did a recent video on the dark things that come with witchcraft that people don't want to talk about. And and you don't even need witchcraft for people to dislike you. But you're going to feel it on a larger scale when you start really applying yourself to your spirituality unapologetically and authentically. It's going to happen. People are going to perceive you certain ways, and you're going to be looked at in certain ways, and people are going to come at you. But you just need to keep at it because the rewards are worth it. You have to be comfortable with your own energy. You have to be comfortable with your own energy. You have to be comfortable with connecting to other energies. Some of these energies are going to be intense. You feel them on the other side, which means you're going to feel them here in the earthly plane as well. Okay? Subconsciously, unconsciously, all this stuff is working together. You're tapping into something. Some people feel it and they are discomforted by it. But this is your soul's purpose. You are meant to do this. And you will gain some notoriety for walking this path. Again, good with the bad. But there is fame here for you. I feel like this is part of your divine. I feel like I'm talking to people where spirituality is their divine path. Spirituality is your dharmic path. It's something you're supposed to be doing. It's your calling. However that looks like for you. And you need to cultivate that. Whether that be online, whether that be writing books. There was a book imagery here. Whatever it is, even if it's storytelling with spiritual themes, I'm getting that too. You know how to tell a story. And there's something very spiritual and magic about that. But anyway, however you do it, you're called to do it and you need to do it. Pursue it. It will nourish you. It will protect you through all of these things coming at you. You will gain knowledge, you will gain gnosis, and you will ascend and you will evolve. And that's really all you need. Okay? So feel comfortable with yourself and feel comfortable with your path. With that being said, blessings.